What's going on here?
A crusade in the name of God, that's what.
Is it offer inside?
Mother of God! Sonny, there's another one!
Are you messing with my mother? I'll kill you, so help me God!
The crusade is over. Go home.
In the name of the Father and the Son, we don't fear the devil! Pummel him, boys, before he takes your souls! Devil take you. I hope you burn in hell, bastard! My Tajik. Spishek.
Now you see what crusades lead to, Granny. We all lose.
This isn't over. My beautiful Tajik. My son.
Did you come here to gloat, Shulsky?
Don't speak. You're losing a lot of blood.
What do you want?
I came to offer you a deal.
What do you know? You need me. Then I'll die happier knowing I'm thwarting your plans. Lean over. Lean over me, posh boy. Let me tell you something. Fuck off.
Damn it.
Enough of this. The time for vengeance is here. A Warsaw free from magicians!
What are you here for?
We came for Rolfe. Let's take this one too. We'll put them both to the torch.
I bet he's in cahoots with the other one. You can tell he's the same kind of vermin as the Jew. Put fire to them, boys!
Stand back, Granny. It's gonna get gory.
Rolfe is dead. You're late.
But you're still here. Get him.
The things people come up with.
You made it, my friend. Wonderful.
About what happened in the church. Did you get what you'd hoped for?
Yes, although bloodshed was not part of my plan. But apparently, such was God's will. But I'm sure we saved an innocent soul because God is with me. I have the power to heal. Time will tell, of course.
Why didn't you help me when they locked me up in the Citadel?
God is my witness. Did I not send Lazarev to find you? Did they ask you anything during your captivity?
I didn't say anything against you, if that's what worries you.
It's good to know I can still count on your loyalty. It's good that you're here. That God guided you to me again.
What's the occasion? Do you want to thank me for something again?
Not today. Today, all of you gathered at this table are equally important. I want to celebrate you with this humble supper. I hope you'll join us.
Did you invite the press?
My sermon must have made quite an impression on her. Good.
Tell me more about this occasion.
What do you want to know?
The corner near the brothel. It was cozier at the Nadarzyńskis.
But today, we wouldn't all fit. Look around and see how many believers we've gained.
Are you saying that they were attracted by the miracle at the church?
Of course, and a brothel is as good a place as any other. Better even. Here, lust trumps propriety and nakedness is a symbol of truth. We're celebrating truth here today. Truth in community.
You went to a lot of trouble to prepare this supper. To what purpose?
I wanted to meet, to talk, to show my gratitude to those of you who have persevered on the path of truth and stand with me despite adversity. Bless you.
Who can I expect to see at this supper?
It's difficult to mention everyone. My flock keeps growing, but people are different. Strong, wise, weak, dumb. Some stumble and never get back up. They will be missed today. I pray for their souls. What's important is that you came back.
A discerning thaumaturge would notice that your supper resembles the Last Supper, the one from the Bible.
A supper like any other. There is a host, his guests, food, and drink. I believe this meal will not be my last.
That will do.
So, will you join us now?
Grigori, we have to talk.
That sounded serious. And one should sit down before discussing serious matters. Perhaps during supper. Will you join me?
All right, I'll stay. And what do you plan to do after supper?
God created a world and placed a beautiful garden within it in the east. Then, he placed a man there. The plan is for us to meet in paradise as well, because there we will get that which we deserve, my friend. No more, no less. Do you recall our conversation over your father's grave, when I asked who you feel you are?
Yes, I replied that I am defined by Thaumaturge.
And I promised you all of the Empire's thaumaturgic knowledge. And it will be so. So help me God.
I believe in what you promised me.
Amen. We'll talk more about the future soon, my friend. But my bladder's calling. And Victor, I am telling you now before it happens, so that when it does take place, you may believe that I am he.
Water! People, give me water!
Is he dead? Oh, God. He's dead!
I'll get you. It's okay. Is this what death is like? An infinite void? Where am I? Is this hell? Well, I could have seen it coming.
I'm telling Mom, all you Thaumaturges are crazy.
And the teacher said, Victor, is the right here in the classroom with us right now? I almost pissed myself.
Cozy.
Slow down. You'll get your clothes all dirty.
I'm the head of this family, and I deserve respect. You'll put me in an early grave. This is the end. You've lost. Did you not hear what I said? This is the end.
I was wondering where you'd bother me again.
You needed me, so here I am. It is time for the trial.
What trial? Is this some sort of court? Barbarit.
Yes. A trial over the conscience of Victor Schultzky.
Of what do I stand accused?
And what weighs on your conscience? Your twin sister. Despite not having your power, she was only ever kind to you in this cruel world. She was genuinely happy to have you come back to her. She was alone here, you know. That's very noble of you. But is there room for a caring sister in your plans for the future? I don't think so. Soon you will be left alone again. And in time, no one will remember you. Do you mean to say that you don't care? Supposedly, we only live as long as someone remembers us. After that, all traces of us disappear. Go on.
Enough. Starting now, we're doing things my way. Release me.
You're in charge here, remember? If you wish to skip the trial, it will be so. Are you ready to hear the verdict?
I want to hear the verdict.
What do you think the trial has revealed?
The fact that I can bend the rules of any game because I'm the Thaumaturge.
And you think that's the way it should be?
Yes. I would be a fool if I didn't live up to my potential. It's what makes me special.
The verdict is guilty. Guilty of self-involvement, suppressing his conscience, and breaking others at will. Guilty, guilty, guilty.
This cannot end like this.
And it won't end until you begin on one of the paths. This is the only way you can atone for your transgressions.
Are you talking about Rasputin and the coterie?
There may be other paths available. Which one do you prefer?
What do you want to tell me?
That you can reach the world, following paths less trodden. Does it surprise you? After all, you can play against the rules. But now, focus on what's in front of you. So? Why Rasputin? Did he even survive?
I believe what he preaches. I believe there is something unusual about him.
Then you reject what was meant for you. You reject your father's way. Are you happy with events taking this course?
Yes, I want this.
So, remember what it is you're feeling now, when the time for the trial comes.
And you? What would you do in my place?
I died beneath that tenement house. What you see is an embodiment of your pride, conscience, or doubts. Those are the things you're arguing with. Don't. You are your own worst enemy. Go now.
Will I ever see you again?
That's entirely up to you. You are in charge here.
Let's meet in paradise, the garden near the fountain. You are Peter, a rock, and upon this rock I will build my church, and all the powers of hell shall not prevail against it. I don't remember how I ended up here. Is it possible that what happened near the brothel was just a dream? You're right. A dream wouldn't hurt like this. I have an idea who the author is, but I don't know how it's possible. I have no idea where to look for this paradise and garden. I'll think about this later. Llegar?
Christ, don't sneak up on me like that. How do you feel?
You took care of me. Thank you.
Forget it, I wouldn't have managed it on my own. Grażynka helped me. Are you sure you don't want to rest some more?
Where is Grażynka?
She left to get some supplies. It's hard to buy anything now, but she left yesterday and still hasn't come back. Maybe she just had to hide somewhere and is waiting.
Did someone come here when I was asleep? Did we have any visitors?
Apart from myself, Uncle, and Grażynka, I didn't let anyone in. The streets are not safe. Why do you ask?
I found an unusual letter on the nightstand about a garden of paradise.
What letter? The only garden that's being talked about now is the one at Dolinka Szwajcarska. The Tsar and his entourage are planning to have a garden party in a park there.
Would you use the phrase garden in the east to describe Dolinka?
In the east? Dolinka is south of here. The only eastern thing about it is its guests.
What is this party at Dolinka Szwajcarska?
The Tsar is celebrating his son's birthday.
Is everything all right? You look concerned.
That's because I am. Whatever is happening on the streets right now, it scares me.
Is that why you unearthed Papa's musket? Does it still work?
Just now I thought I would find out. Before you woke up, they shot a man on our street. He crawled away somewhere, but he was bleeding so badly. The entire city has gone insane. The Governor General has closed the borders and isn't letting anyone leave. People have barricaded themselves in their homes.
Maybe the Russians are waiting for us to kill each other ourselves. And they may be right.
Only madmen roam the streets now.
I won't let you get hurt as long as I live. I promise.
In that case, I wonder how long it will last. Did you intend to inform me that you escaped from the Citadel?
I'm not responsible for what's happening in the streets now, if that's what you're implying. I'm the one who was injured, remember?
I'm just worried about you. Besides, I guess I'm most worried about Grażynka right now.
Do you know if anything happened to the store?
I didn't even want to try to get in there to check. You shouldn't go there right now.
This chaos in the city. How long has it been going on?
3 days. Uncle brought you here, half dead, 3 days ago. Do you know what day it is?
Hold on.
The last day of summer.
I'm sorry, I don't have anything for you.
You have risen from the dead. That has to be enough for me. At least until Christmas. Grażynka.
I thought I'd find you in worse health. I see you once again managed to avoid the consequences of your decisions. I'm afraid I must put a stop to this. You are under arrest for taking part in a conspiracy against the Tsar and engaging in terrorism. You'll also be held accountable for escaping from the Citadel and for your active support of the Socialists, the enemies of the Empire. Your brother didn't bother to mention that, Miss Ligia? You'll be coming with us, Mr. Shulsky.
Don't make the situation worse, Victor. You can still get out of it, I'm sure of it. Dad managed it for years. He knew how to cooperate.
You have no idea what you're talking about. It wasn't cooperation. Konieczkin is an ulcer that father couldn't get rid of, and I'm closer to carrying out Stanisław's idea than you.
If you don't resist, I give you my word that no harm will come to your sister. Shall we?
You are leaving. Straight to hell, you son of a bitch. If you think you'll take me away from my own home, you are mistaken. No, Chief. We'll finish this here.
I didn't receive an invitation, so I decided to drop in on my own. After all, today is a Shulsky family holiday.
Mr. Niedzitz, Warsaw will get rid of 2 pests today.
Wanna share any other fantasies? Don't worry about the broken window pane, Victor. I'll deduct it from the 5 rubles you still owe me.
I won't beg for mercy, if that's what you were hoping for.
I loaded my piece today. Just say the word, and the balding prick will lose the other half of his face.
Nyetjits, loyal to the end, like a dog, like his father. Are you going to let this mongrel deprive you of the pleasure? Will you leave my fresh corpse to your sister as a gift? Blood soaks into stone for many long years. A unique birthday gift.
I won't kill you.
So you're a fool. There is no place in the world where you can hide from me.
Consider it a birthday gift. Alive, he would never have left you alone.
Yes, you're right. Thanks.
About it, did you?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
What now?
Now we'll do some cleaning.
I'll fetch a shovel.
Why, you'll be the protagonist of my next poem.
Rest in peace, Chief. How do you feel?
How do I feel? Niedzit just murdered the chief of the Ochrana in the hallway.
And saved our lives.
What's next? What do you intend to do?
I'm still thinking.
Do you want to know what I would do?
Please do.
If it was so simple, I would leave as far away from here as possible. But I know that this city won't easily forget you, and you about it.
Thank you.
Did I help?
I think so. I'll let you know how it went. You've known me better than anyone for so many years. You were always with me, and you always will be. We have to talk about our future. Any ideas? I was thinking about our Thaumaturge friends. Who will understand better than them? Apart from you, of course. You're right. We both owe a lot to Rasputin. it wasn't for him, we wouldn't even be talking now. But his path, even if it does lead to the Romanovs' court, is uncertain, and the price of following it is unknown. Do you think Rasputin could have survived? The letter, yes. But it doesn't decide anything. He could have sent it before visiting the brothel. But if he's alive, can we trust him? He may take us to see the Tsar, but what will be the price? On the other hand, if everything works, I can become more powerful than ever. Russia will give me all the knowledge I could ever want. Tough choice, isn't it? Let's not waste any more time. Let's see if our bearded monk is even alive. And let's fight for our position on the Tsar's court. I won't be needing this anymore. Farewell, Father. Let's go to paradise.
Is there any hope left for this story to have a happy ending?
I've thought of a good ending for our story. I'll find Rasputin. He can get me an audience with the Tsar himself.
But he's dead.
I don't think so. I think he also wants me to follow him.
Under normal circumstances, I would say you'd better go to bed, but I hope you're right.
There was a man, and now the man is no more. See, Victor? If I put my mind to it, I can do a little magic myself. Did someone die again and needs to be buried?
We've decided about our future. It's time to look my enemies in the eye and appreciate those who stand with me. I need to see certain things through to the end.
Well, well, our Victor, all grown up.
I'll come back for you once it's all over.
Be careful.
Good luck, brother. You can do it.
The carriage. Is this one free?
Sir, they want a bribe from me. Help.
Look, Private. This one's even got a book. The brass will be happy. Tell these two about their rights.
You have none. By virtue of the decree on the martial law, you have been classified as suspicious characters. We will escort you to the Citadel.
Unless some sort of a gift convinces us you are innocent.
So this what soldiers of the Russian Empire look like. A bunch of pathetic bribe takers with no honor and no sense of duty.
Suit yourself, magician. We'll see just how much honor you have when you end up in the Citadel. Let's get him. Doesn't have to be in one piece.
Dear sir, I have no idea what you did to them, but today I will drive you for free. We just have to be careful. Some of the districts are cut off by the authorities. Still, today's rides are on me.
The Tsar is about to give his speech, and you're loafing around? Get to work.
No grunt tells me how to be a waiter. Do you want to switch?
Attention, we have an audience. Are you lost, sir? The entrance for guests is on the other side of the park.
Carry on. I'm not even here. Excuse me.
Speak, man. What is it?
You're struggling under the bourgeois boot. You've carried a sense of injustice for a long time now. Don't let the Tsar's dogs smother you. Even if you lose your job, at least you will keep your dignity.
Respect the uniform. You can clean our boots, lousy waiters.
Calm down.
The hell I will. I've been calm for long enough, and I've had it. Arise, the damned of the earth!
Be careful not to dirty your precious jacket with all the blood that's about to gush from your nose.
Worry about yourself.
Not bad. Not bad at all. I haven't been here in a while. I felt something. Where is it? Can you feel it? It's the smell of mystery. Interesting. A familiar face. Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Shulsky.
Were you hired for the night?
One needs to try new things in life.
Please allow me. My fiancée, Sofia Georgievna Skawan.
Congratulations. I think I can take the credit for your happiness. After all, it was due to my actions at that memorable soiree that you finally found each other.
Mr. Shulsky, still unscrupulous, I see. Let me make an observation. It is quite daring of you to show up in a place like this.
Sergei, is that a threat?
I would say it's a friendly warning. Thaumaturges shouldn't feel too safe these days.
How did you get into His Royal Highness's birthday party?
I'm guessing that you, like your father, were both invited as guests of honor.
That too, but above all, my dear Sergei is celebrating his success. Well, tell Victor.
I am here to offer counsel to Nikolai Romanov. Recently, I've been included in his advisory body. I've been appointed a member of the city council.
I must ask, was it because of your engagement that you got the job?
No, my fiancé simply deserved it. Let's go get some champagne, dear. This is getting annoying.
Sofia, there's no reason to get upset. Mr. Shulsky was leaving anyway, weren't you?
Sergei, miss? Secrets.
Shulsky. Interesting sight. A bourgeois waiter. You do realize that you're still a wanted man?
I'm here on a mission. I assume you're here for similar reasons.
Rasputin chose me to be the executor of his work.
Where were you when Rasputin was blown up along with Auntie Aja's brothel?
I was where he had ordered me to be. I don't question it.
And if he told you to organize the explosion, you wouldn't question that either?
This is none of your business, Shulsky.
What part of Rasputin's will are you trying to execute here?
I am Yeretel, the Angel of Destiny. I am his sword against false acolytes. Maybe you're one of them.
I'll be right back.
I'm not going anywhere. What now?
Let's talk more about your holy mission.
My patience is thin, magician. Should I punish you?
I'll be right back.
I'm...
Hello, sweet secret.
I can't eat anymore. Pass. Well, maybe just a piece of...
Maria?
It's good that you're here. Bring me another piece of meringue with an extra serving of strawberries. And maybe a plate of cooked meats.
Maybe you'd like some baked potatoes with that?
Why not? I'm eating for two after all.
Don't you recognize me?
Oh, it's you. I've been so distracted lately. You know, being with child and all.
Do you believe that Rasputin survived the explosion?
He who believes in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. He who believes in me shall live forever. But it's a shame about Aniela. Silly woman, she could have been here with us. Oh well. I have to think about someone else now.
Congratulations. Who's the lucky father?
For behold, from henceforth, all generations shall call me blessed. For he that is mighty have done to me great things. Pretty, isn't it? I'll be giving birth to a savior. Grigory loves me more than all of you.
Do you think Rasputin is the father?
A mother knows these things. But why should I explain it to you?
Lazarev is here as well.
I don't want to talk about this monster. I'll tell Grigory to get rid of him. For the child's sake, I can't worry myself about some nobody.
Listen, you and your child are not safe here. And you won't be if you choose to keep playing Rasputin's game.
You're just jealous. The prince is losing his grip on the throne? Admit it. When Rasputin gets a proper heir, you'll be a nobody. All my life, I've relied on myself and the streets. And now? Now my life will change.
I'm sorry, really, but after what you've been through, you should think about yourself now, and the child. Get out of here.
You won't get rid of me, and I'll repeat all of this to Grigory. You can't be trusted.
Listen, you and your child are not safe here. Do you think this is the first heir? Rasputin has already abandoned one wife and a bunch of children in Siberia. You're not special.
You know what? Fuck off. You always seemed like bad news.
Rasputin may promise you something, but as soon as he has the opportunity, he'll shed the burden that you will both be to him. Just think about it. You know what he's capable of.
I need to think. Leave me alone.
What now?
Let's talk.
My...
Will you finally act? Or will you keep barking until you're ordered otherwise?
I've already received my orders. Rasputin will never forgive you, and when he returns, he will reward me for bringing you to justice, for I am his hammer that smites the witches.
Secrets? Not on my watch. Magdalena?
I didn't expect to see you here, Thaumaturge.
I received a personal invitation from Rasputin.
So did I. He summoned me to preach about his second coming. He will return, and with him the hope for chasing away the darkness of an uncertain future, for his grace will be with us. Do you understand?
What do you remember from this explosion?
Chaos. Blood. It's hard for me to talk about it.
What about Aniela and Lucian?
They are no longer with us. They are already enjoying the afterlife, awaiting salvation.
Do you think they deserved such a fate?
Each of us has a different fate in store for them. Aniela was chosen. She died at Grigori's side. And Lucian just disappeared one day. I think he might have left because his fate wasn't strong enough. I don't want to talk about them anymore. I need to have clarity in my heart.
Do you believe someone wanted to kill Rasputin?
Of course. The first Christians were also thrown to the lions. Satan laid his hand on Grigori and tried to break him. But he will not bend. He will defeat death and return.
I see you found your calling in evangelism.
My heart is filled with love, so I preach the good news. Let everyone prepare for Grigori's coming. Everything is possible for those who believe.
I saw Lazarev was here too.
Blessed Lazarev. He's one of Rasputin's most trusted acolytes. I'm glad he's here. I know he keeps me safe.
I'll let you work.
It's a mission, preaching the truth. For I tell you, having faith in yourself is treacherous, but having faith in him is the right way. You're disturbing.
From a poor village to high society, all eyes are turned on you today.
I wanted a better life, not applause, and work to help my mama and papa.
And how does standing here in a beautiful dress among the cream of Warsaw society help your parents?
Well, I don't know. I haven't seen them in a long time, and they can't write. What I do, that's not important. All is as it must be.
Look around. At first glance you look like the rest of the guests, but you know full well that you don't belong in this world. These people will never accept you as one of their own, and then Rasputin will abandon you. What use does he have for an apostle who is a burden?
I'm not a burden.
Go back to your people. All you'll find here is disappointment and the pain of not being good enough.
I tried so hard.
I know.
Leave me alone, please.
Can you feel it? It's the smell of mystery. Thaumaturge never fails me. There is something here.
Nice outfit. Are you serving refreshments to your people tonight? I didn't think I would see you again. And yet, here you are.
I might say the same about you. I thought you wouldn't be in the mood for a party.
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, death for death.
I know you have a gun and you want to kill Skawan.
I was going to start with Koniechkin, but that coward got rubbed out by some random Genef. So it's Skawan's turn now. I'll kill him and anyone who gets in my way.
That's madness. Even if you manage to do it, you'll die a moment later.
I don't have many reasons to live.
Yannick needs you. He barely made it out alive from the Citadel. You can't leave him now.
Ugh.
You'll have your revenge. I swear. But now go home and let me act.
Friends, today on the birthday of our son and successor, our Father's words show the direction of our thoughts. The voice of God orders us courageously to undertake, in deference to divine intention, the task of ruling, with faith in the strength and rightness of autocratic power. We are summoned to reaffirm that power, and preserve it for the benefit of the people from any encroachment. Today, as this storm rages in the streets, and evil has penetrated people's souls and settled in them for good.
There, quiet, Milutka. Не знаю, что происходит.
Do not fear. I am with you always, even until the end of the world.
Stay where you are, or I'll send you to hell once more. Wasze Imperatorskoje Величество, he's a dangerous man. There's no telling to whom he sold his soul to be here.
Нет. Grigorий Yefimovich Rasputin, я слышала о вас. Come closer, please.
Blessing upon you, Alexei Nikolaevich.
God has brought you back to life to help him.
Это чудо!
Speaking of miracles, I think I have a lot to tell about it.
You do?
I am here to bear witness to Rasputin's miracles. He has snatched me away from the embrace of death, and I believe he will do the same for the Tsarevich. Look, he is standing here before you, even though 3 days ago I was watching him die. This man is a true miracle worker.
And who are you, man?
I knew you wouldn't let me down, Viktor Stanislavovich.
What? Arrest him! He's a fugitive and a terrorist!
Quiet, infidel. This is a converted sinner to whom we should show nothing but mercy. He's a good man and a loyal acolyte. A sinner, but he has redeemed his guilt as he acted on my behalf, trying to protect me from infidels. People like Scowen.
Can I have a word with you? Well done. They hang on your every word, especially Tsarina Alexandra.
Her faith is unfaltering, like yours. Thank you for believing in me. Ready to celebrate success?
I've never asked you before, but how exactly do your abilities work?
What's the point of knowing if they work? I'm not a thaumaturge, if that's what you're asking.
So you won't tell me?
Victor, not everything can be comprehended. Sometimes you must trust and believe. Ready for the happily ever after?
Remember what I want. I want all the knowledge. Access to the oldest and most secret archives of the Empire.
Don't worry. With my visions and your power, the whole new century will be ours. Ready?
I'm ready.
And jittery. Am I wrong? Welcome to the new reality, my friend. The great Russia needs people like him. Powerful and capable thaumaturges. That kind of power is worth having by your side. I know what I'm talking about.
If the mystic says so, then so be it. We consider this man's trespasses non-existent. Tsarskoye Cielo will accept the Thaumaturge, if that's your will.
What do you say, my friend?
Your Imperial Majesty, it's an honor. I vow to loyally serve you personally and all of Russia.
So help you, God.
I believe what we've just witnessed here is a harbinger of good changes. Together, we will secure a strong and healthy future for us all. And now, let's celebrate. Long live Alexei, my son.
Long live Grigory Yefimovich Rasputin.
Long live me.
Are you busy?
I'm just offering a short prayer. God will forgive. What brings you to me?
I came to say goodbye. I'm leaving.
So suddenly? Even a Rasputitsa won't keep you here?
I'm afraid not. Such an opportunity may not come again.
Would you care to reveal some of the mystery to me?
Manchuria calls to me.
What is it you're going to chase halfway around the world so suddenly?
There is something going on in there that I think may be the work of a powerful salutor.
Your appetite isn't waning. How will you endure the journey back with such pain?
Relax. There are places in the Middle Kingdom that can help me.
Be careful.
Time for me to go. Ride me.
Victor, do me a favor and buy some of their patent medicines for me.
Send me a list. Be well.
Go with God, my friend.
They say your choices define your value. What does that make me? The Uper took me on a journey that made me realize how my difficult relationship with my father looked from his point of view, and how I should look at it in hindsight. I burned the Black Grimoire and deserted those who had counted on me. I chose Rasputin. I chose myself. And the coterie? It never came into being. I suspect its would-be members went their separate ways, and I don't suppose they think fondly of me. Ligia is in St. Petersburg with me. I thought she could start over here, but without her ambition, she has become apathetic and insecure. We talk less and less, and I'm ashamed to admit I prefer it that way. I hardly recognize her. I'm worried about the lack of news from Uncle Sasha. When we left Warsaw, the situation was tense, and now they say it's even worse. The true circumstances of the Warsaw Ochrana chief's disappearance remain unclear.
But the streets know who rubbed the fucker out. Niedzic, the new king of Śródmieście. The bastard has put down roots at some undisclosed garden in Warsaw, while I rule Śródmieście with my shivs. Now and forever.
I'm worried about what's happening in the city. Warsaw is on fire. People finally dare to lift their weary heads while socialist militants carry out attacks on anyone who doesn't support the revolution. As for the flying university, the idea faded and died in the Ochrana cells where the rebellious students were locked up. The weary traveler made it to his longed-for Albuquerque. How do I know? That's a completely different story. But enough about that. It's time for a new adventure, my friend. This man is a fraud. There was a reason why he was deemed a heretic and charlatan and expelled from Petersburg. He deceived me as well and tried to use me for his plans. And he planned to win your Imperial Majesty's favor through your son.
And who are you, my good man?
A Thaumaturge.
Your Grace, your son is part of my divine mission. I know about the illness. I am here to help.
How does he know that?
From Svetlana Petrovna. In the court, you cannot keep something like that secret. That's where Rasputin's knowledge comes from. The secrets he elicits from people.
Your Grace, please do not believe him. Whether you listen to me or not will determine...
And the resurrection, the church?
I'm the one behind the miracle in the church. I'm the one who cured that boy. He wasn't possessed. He was a Thaumaturge who didn't understand his powers yet. But for Rasputin, he was a means to an end, like the Tsarevich.
Is this your way of getting knowledge and power? What have I done to you to make you stand against me?
First of all, if it wasn't for me, you would still be treating joint pains in exchange for hens, goats, and groats with fat. I realized you needed me more than I needed you.
That's true. Without you, I wouldn't get where I am now. I wanted you to share that dream with me. Did I ask for too much, wanting you to believe in me? I had always been there for you. I expected the same in return. And you turned out to be a Judas. How wicked. How petty-minded. Whatever you say doesn't matter. Out there in the real world, you are still a dangerous fugitive. And I am the resurrected prophet. They will take you for a lunatic. You've lost.
I must remind you we are in my head. I'm not the one trapped in here. You are. I will bury you here even if it costs me my wits.
Oh, Victor. I've been here many, many times. I could say I feel at home here.
Rasputin? Что с вами?
Go ahead. The world is watching, Thaumaturge.
Die. Your Imperial Majesty, Rasputin is a dangerous man. You should get rid of him.
But he helped our son.
He doesn't care about him. He only poses as a miracle worker to get into the court and secretly pull the strings. He deceived you. Isn't that so?
Fuck off.
Get him out of my sight, Skawan. Viktor Shulsky, today you saved Russia from devilish powers. From now on, your place is in Tsarskoye Selo, at the Crown Prince's side.
I would be honored.
I believe what we've just witnessed here is a harbinger of good changes. Together, we will secure a strong and healthy future for us all. And now, let's celebrate. Long live Alexei, my son. Long live Viktor Shulsky, the Tsar's Thaumaturge.
Wasze Imperatorskie Wielичество, you summoned me.
I want you to look into him for me.
A supporter of the Bolsheviks?
You tell me.
He didn't know anything.
So, go and find me the real ringleaders. Kravavi, Thaumaturge. Don't fail me.
And we desire that every one of you show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope unto the end. That ye be not slothful, but followers of those who through faith and patience inherit the promises.
They say your choices define your value. What does that make me? The Uper took me on a journey that made me realize how my difficult relationship with my father looked from his point of view, and how I should look at it in hindsight. Ligia is in St. Petersburg with me. I thought she could start over here, but without her ambition, she has become apathetic and insecure. We talk less and less, and I'm ashamed to admit I prefer it that way. I hardly recognize her. I'm worried about the lack of news from Uncle Sasha. When we left Warsaw, the situation was tense, and now they say it's even worse. The true circumstances of the Warsaw Ochrana chief's disappearance remain unclear.
But the streets know who rubbed the fucker out. Niedzic, the new king of Śródmieście. The bastard has put down roots at some undisclosed garden in Warsaw, while I rule Śródmieście with my shivs. Now and forever.
I'm worried about what's happening in the city. Warsaw is on fire. People finally dare to lift their weary heads while socialist militants carry out attacks on anyone who doesn't support the revolution. As for the Flying University, The idea faded and died in the Ochrana cells where the rebellious students were locked up. The weary traveler made it to his longed-for Albuquerque. How do I know? That's a completely different story. But enough about that. It's time for a new adventure, my friend.